Who was the theologian Jonathan Edwards? I wished to lie low before God as in the dust, that I might be nothing, and that God might be all, that I might become as a little child. Those words were written by Jonathan Edwards, widely regarded as America's greatest theologian, and one of the leading voices of the First Great Awakening. Jonathan Edwards was born in 1703 in East Windsor, Connecticut. A brilliant student from an early age, he entered Yale while still a teenager and developed a lifelong love for learning. Yet alongside his remarkable intellect was a deep devotion to God. As a young man, Edwards experienced a profound spiritual awakening that gave him an overwhelming desire to know God's holiness and to live humbly before Him. In 1729, Edwards became pastor of the church in Northampton, Massachusetts, succeeding his grandfather Solomon Stoddard. His preaching focused on the majesty of God, the sinfulness of man, and salvation by grace through faith in Jesus Christ. In 1734, a remarkable revival broke out in Northampton, as many people were converted through the preaching of the gospel. Edwards carefully recorded these events, and his writings helped prepare the way for what became known as the Great Awakening. During this nationwide revival, the famous evangelist George Whitefield preached in Edwards's church, and together their ministries stirred thousands throughout Britain and the American colonies. Edwards himself preached one of the most well-known sermons in American history, Sinners in the Hands of an Angry God. Although often remembered for its warnings of judgment, Edwards believed that genuine Christianity was marked not merely by fear, but by transformed hearts filled with true love for God. His classic work, Religious Affections, became one of the church's greatest studies of authentic spiritual life. Later, disagreements with his congregation led to his dismissal from Northampton. Edwards then served as a missionary to Native Americans in Stockbridge, Massachusetts, while continuing to write many of his most important theological works. Among them was Freedom of the Will, a profound defense of God's sovereignty and humanity's need for divine grace. His love for science and philosophy never diminished his conviction that the entire universe is continually sustained by the power of God. In 1758, Edwards accepted the presidency of the College of New Jersey, now Princeton University. Soon after arriving, however, he died from complications following a smallpox vaccination. He was only 55 years old. Jonathan Edwards left an extraordinary legacy. His writings continue to shape pastors, theologians, missionaries, and Christians around the world, reminding believers that true faith unites a renewed mind, transformed affections, and wholehearted devotion to the glory of God.